Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss VSQs. Up to now, 3 lessons. I finished 3 lessons VSQs. From the 3 lessons, you can get 6 VSQs. Day 1, kinetic theory of gas. From this one, you can get 2 VSQs. Second one, thermal properties of matter. Thermal properties of matter, that is nothing but 2. Mechanical properties of fluids. Mechanical properties of fluids. From this one you can get 2. 1, 2, 3. From 3 lessons you can get 6 VSQs. Now today we'll discuss remaining lessons. One lesson is the physical world. Second one, motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line, 4 marks weightage. Better you go through motion in a plane. Physical world, motion in a plane, laws of motion. Last one, rotational motion. Total 4 lessons left. From these 3, you can get 6 VSQs. Remaining 4 from physical world. Sometimes you are getting questions from units and measurement also. Units and measurement, 1 VSQ means there is no VSQ from rotational motion. Next, direct one question from plane and one more laws of motion. Here student, physical world. This is the first lesson in our NCERT cum Telangana Board of Intermediate book. Physical world. In physical world, this lesson weightage 2 marks, VSQ lesson. So first question, what is physics? Say, what is physics? Number 1 question. What is physics? Physics, you know, science. Physics is the branch of science. Science means physics, biology, botany and zoology, physics, chemistry, maths, all these subjects, science subject. So, physics is the branch of science which deals, which explains about nature and natural phenomena. We want to study about laws, we want to study about energy, we want to study about, for example, natural phenomena means rainbow. For example, we are studying what is that weather reports, geostationary satellite, I am saying. All this one physics concept. So what is the physics means? Right in shortcut, physics is branch of science. Branch of science which deals with nature and natural phenomena. Okay, this is the physics. Just you are writing branch of science which explains about energy, motion, like that. This is the question number 1. Physics is the branch of science. Next, what is the discovery of C.V. Raman? You know, student, C.V. Raman, famous Indian physics scientist, ISRO first chairman, our ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization first chairman, C.V. Raman. So you don't write this one. Just what is the discovery of C.V. Raman means? Generally, he explained about inelastic scattering of light. You are writing what is the discovery of C.V. Raman means? Single word student, Raman effect. Over answer. Just Raman effect. This Raman effect only we are writing inelastic scattering. Inelastic scattering means before and after momentum changes. Momentum, kinetic energy. Same. One is the elastic there, second one is the inelastic there. Elastic means momentum and kinetic energy before collisions, after collision, same. You are reading in collision concept. Inelastic means only momentum. That's why you are writing what is the discovery of C.V. Raman, because anytime you are reading, remember you are in VSQ zone. That's why what is the discovery of C.V. Raman means just a Raman effect. Not what are the fundamental forces in the nature? Fundamental force, total four. Four basic forces there in the nature. One is gravitational force. Gravitational force. Next one, electromagnetic force. Weak nuclear force. Strong nuclear force. That one only I am writing nuclear force. Total four basic forces, fundamental forces in the nature. That is nothing but gravitational force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force. Next, which of the following has a symmetry? For this one, symmetry means same. It is applicable in entire universe. Acceleration due to gravity, because acceleration due to gravity, place to place, planet to planet changes. That's why which of the following has symmetry means law of gravitation. Law of gravitation applicable in between massive bodies. This law applicable in entire universe. That's why which one symmetry means just law of gravitation. Last, what is the contribution of S. Chandrasekhar, famous Indo-American? S. Chandrasekhar, Subramaniam Chandrasekhar, to physics. So what he explained means two things, student. Number one, black hole concept. Number two, evolution, structure of stars. You know, CSL, famous there in black hole. Chandrasekhar limit 1.4 into mass of the sun. That is the depth equation, student. Just he explained about black hole concept and the stars, evolution of stars, structure of stars. Indo-American Subramaniam Chandrasekhar, Indo-American scientist. He gave one formula also. Don't read this formula, just listen. CSL, Subramaniam Chandrasekhar limit. Chandrasekhar limit means 1.4 into mass of sun. This is the black hole concept, student, but you are writing just black hole concept with evolution of stars, structure of stars. From these 5 VSQs, you can get 1 VSQ. Now, units. Second lesson, student, units. This is the second lesson for this day. After units, more 3 lessons left. One is the motion in a plane. Second one, laws of motion. Last one, system of particle rotation motion. Saturday, I will give you one more time all brief explanation, rapid explanation. How many LAQs you are reading? How many SAQs you are reading? How many VSAQs you are reading? Saturday, rapid round, rapid explanation on first year physics. Next, today lesson, distinguish in between accuracy and precision. Number of students, they can get confused about this question. 2 points, remember. What is the accuracy and precision? This is the units. Units and measurement, student, first question. One is the accuracy, next one is the precision. So, distinguish in between accuracy and precision. You write 2 points, students, because VSQs, accuracy. See, I'm writing point number 1, a degree of closeness in between, a degree of closeness in between measured value and true value. I will give you one example also, student. This one, right side, a degree of closeness in between measured values. It is related to it, depends on least count of instrument. What about left side? It depends on error. What is the meaning of this one? Accuracy and precision, student. You know, accuracy means in our daily life, one famous word, routine word we are using, nearest value. Near value only we are calling accuracy. For example, length of one substance 5 meter. Take one body length 5 meter. You measured the length of the body with different instrument, scale, meter scale, 50 centimeter scale, tape, like that, different instruments gives different values. For example, one value you got 4.9 meter, one value you got 4.99 meter, one value you got 4.0 meter, one more is there 3.3 meter, like this you got 4 values. In 4, which value very close means this value very close. That's why this one accuracy. Nearest value means accuracy value. A degree of closeness in between measured value and true value. That is nothing but accuracy. It depends on error, students. Precision means, student, for example, 4.9, 4.99. What is the precision means? Difference 0.09 meter in between these two. In this one 0.1, in this one 0.99. A degree of closeness in between measured values. How closed there, one value, how it is close to other value. That is precision. Both words looking like same, a degree of closeness, a degree of closeness. In between measured value and true value. In between measured values. Depends on error. This is the least count of error, student. So this is precision and accuracy difference. Then after, what are the different types of error that can occur in measurement? Different types of error there, student. BSQ purpose you write 2 errors enough, because 2 marks. One is the random error. Next one is the gross error. Enough. Other than this one, personal bias error is there, different types of error, systematic error, like that. So error means any 2, random error, gross error. This is the 2 easy errors. How can systematic errors to be minimized or eliminated? How errors eliminated? Very simple this answer. Number 1, improve experimental techniques. Next one is there, one is the improve experimental techniques. Next, selection of better instrument. What is the meaning of this one means, student? For example, you know, improve experimental technique means, now we are using, for example, one person suffering with fever. Then doctor, they are checking what is the temperature of body, means 2 ways there. One is thermometer. By using mercury thermometer, we are taking values, they are keeping in mouth, they are taking. One more is there, digital thermometer is there. So digital thermometer and mercury thermometer, where we are getting accurate value means pakka from digital thermometer. That is only selection of better instruments and improve experimental techniques. What is the experimental technique means, student? For example, What is the distance in between Hyderabad and Bangalore? You measure on the road with any instrument. You measure same distance from satellites. From satellite distance, we can get Google only. We can get exact value. That one only. Improve experimental techniques and selection of better instrument by using these two errors. It reduces. Permanent errors means compulsory errors is there, but we are getting somewhat least error by going these two methods. Next, distinguish in between fundamental units and derived units. One is the fundamental units. Next one is there derived units. Units, not fundamental quantity. So fundamental means free, independent. Derived means depends. Fundamental units means units represented for fundamental quantities. Units used for fundamental quantity. Here, units used for derived quantity. Example, kilogram, meter, second. Example, meter per second, Newton, meter per second. Units for fundamental quantities, units for derived quantities. This one free units, this one depend, this one independent units, this one dependent units. Now see, what is the dimensional analysis? Next question, what is the dimensional analysis? Dimensional formula. Meaning, what is the dimensional analysis? Dimensional formula means here we are having fundamental quantities there, derived quantities there. So a quantity, a physical quantity represented in terms of fundamental quantities with suitable powers. For example, mass M, M stands for mass, length L, T time, like that. Given quantity representation in terms of fundamental quantities with suitable powers. That is nothing but dimensional formula, dimensional analysis. Represented in terms of with suitable powers. For example, mass, like this. Example, your chest student. Dimensional formula means given quantity in terms of fundamental quantities with suitable powers. This one dimensional analysis. Last, AMU. Express unified atomic mass unit in kilogram. AMU. This one also U. U nothing but unified atomic mass unit. One formula 1/12 into general carbon mass. This U equals to 1.66 into 10 to the power of -27 kilograms. So 1/12 in carbon 1/12 mass we are calling unified atomic mass unit. This one where we are using this AMU means fundamental particles, electron, proton, neutron, that tiny particles mass measurement in U. U stands for unified atomic mass unit. Next, motion in a plane. Student, next lesson, motion in a plane. After this, more two lessons there. One is the laws of motion, one is the system of particle rotation motion. So in motion in a plane, vertical component of a vector equals to horizontal component. What is the angle? What is the angle made by the vector with x-axis? Horizontal component, vertical component, both are same. Ax nothing but component cos theta, y sin theta. A cancel, coming left, cos theta coming left side means sin theta by cos theta, nothing but tan theta equals to 1. Theta obviously 45 degrees. This is the angle 45 when two vectors making equally two parts. Don't draw that axis diagram, time waste for you. A vector V makes angle E with horizontal. The vector is rotated through an angle E. Does the rotation changes the vector? Direction changes magnitude. So we are going means just direction only changes. Yes, direction changes. Is one row vector is rotating, direction only changes, x to y, y to x, like that. Magnitude remains same. A force 3 units and 5 units making 60 degrees angle. What is the resultant? So two forces. For example, student, parallelogram la you write p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. In this one, two forces. One force they give 3 units. One more force they give 5 units. Theta equals to 60 degrees. One force 3, one force 5, angle 60. What is the magnitude of resultant? Resultant, they are asking student 3 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 3 into 5 into cos 60. 3 square 9, 25, 30, cos 60, nothing but 1 by 2. 25 plus 15, 40 plus 9, 49. Root 49 means student, our answer 7 unit. This is the resultant for this given data. Just very simple problem, student, all this one. A equals to I plus J. What is the angle between vector and x-axis? A equals to I plus J. What is the angle between vector and x-axis? Because x-axis I wrote cos theta. Ax is equals to A into cos theta. This is the vector resolution concept, student. Ax, what is the Ax value? See, Ax equals to Axi plus Ayj. Like this here, vector. Ax value 1. Magnitude 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square plus 1 square, 1 plus 1, both are same. Cos theta equals to 1 by root 2. You know theta equals to. Okay. Next, two right angles vector. What is the right angles mean? You know this one, question number 5, 90 degrees. Two right angles vector 7 comma 24 units. P equals to 7, Q equals to 24. Find resultant. Same concept, student. 2 into 7 into 24 cos 90. Obviously 0 coming. So we are getting 7 square plus 24 whole square. 7 square 49, 24 whole square. So 576. 625 student, 625 obviously 25. 25 into 25, 625. This is right angles to each other resultant. Next, if P equals to 2I plus 4J plus 14K. Next question student, if P equals to 2I plus 4J plus 14K. This is the question number 7. Plus 4J plus Q equals to 4I plus 4J. Find the magnitude of PQ. What is the magnitude? First P plus Q. 4 plus 2, 6I. 4 plus 4, 8J. 14 plus 10, 24K. Magnitude means just modulus. 6 square, 8 square, 24 square. 6 square, 24. Just now we calculated 576. 576. 676 total. This one 100 plus 676. 26. So, under root 676, answer 46 unit. What is the acceleration of a projectile at the top of trajectory? At the top of trajectory, what is the acceleration? This is the next question. You know, at the top of trajectory, vertically downwards. At the top of trajectory, body acceleration due to gravity acting vertically downwards. This one only question. What is the direction of the body? What is the acceleration of a projectile at the top of trajectory? At the top, acceleration due to gravity acting vertically downwards. This is from motion in a plane. Next, last lesson for this day, laws of motion. Only one lesson left, student. That is nothing but system of particle rotation motion. That is tomorrow. Now I am giving one more lesson. Laws of motion. See, what is the inertia? What gives the measure of inertia? Inertia. Inertia means, student, resistance to move. Inherent property. A property, a body unable to change its state itself. That is only inertia. So, resistance to move. One single word, resistance to move. Otherwise, property of the body unable to change its state itself. That word only we are writing shortcut. Resistance to move. That one only inertia. Which one? Measure of inertia means mass. Mass is a measure of inertia. More mass, more inertia. When a bullet fired from gun, the gun gives a kick in the backward direction. So, a machine gun firing means bullet moving this forward direction. Gun gives a kick in backward direction. When a bullet fired from gun gives a kick in backward direction. So, you know, army, especially army peoples in war, they are using weapons in war, especially machine gun. They are keeping here like this, holding and firing. That one only. What is the reason for that one? A gun On firing, bullet moving forward direction means a gun gives a kick in backward direction. Why means in this one, law of conservation of momentum is there. I already gave 4 marks explanation also. Law of conservation of momentum. You know, according to law of conservation of momentum, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Before firing, obviously both are under rest. After firing means m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Going left, m1 v1 equals to m2 v2. Momentum of bullet and gun both are in opposite direction. That's why gun gives kick in backward direction. According to law of conservation of momentum, gun gives a kick in backward direction. Reason, law of conservation of momentum. Next, this one also same answer. Why does a heavy rifle not recoil as strongly as light rifle using the same cartridges? This one also same student. Heavy rifle is there, light rifle is there. Obviously, different masses. So this one also, now see this one you write better momentum concept, student. Mass into velocity. Why does a heavy rifle not recoil as strongly? Heavy rifle is there, light rifle is there. Heavy rifle means we are getting backward. This one also according to law of conservation of momentum only, student. Now in this one, m inversely proportional to v, recoil velocity, student. See, light rifle with less mass, more velocity. This one also according to law of conservation of momentum, like this only. Here, this one, next one, all same answers. Heavy rifle means that one more mass, backward coming with less velocity. Light rifle with less mass with more velocity. Heavy rifle means more mass with less velocity. That's why heavy rifle not gives that much kick. Next, if a bomb at rest explodes into 2 pieces, not only 2, more than 2 pieces also there, but 2 pieces is the IP question, 3 pieces means objective version, student. A bomb at rest explodes into 2 pieces. This one also same question, student. Bomb explodes into 2 pieces. So 2 pieces, the pieces must travels in opposite direction. See, this one bomb, suddenly explosion. One is forward coming, student, one is backward coming. Again, law of conservation of momentum only. You know, before explosion, bomb at rest position. That's why 0 coming. M1 V1 plus M2 V2 plus coming left side minus. Meaning 2 pieces according to law of conservation of momentum traveling in opposite direction. That's why after explosion 2 pieces moving in opposite direction. Reason, law of conservation of momentum. Define force. What are the basic forces in the nature? Just now I said, student, force types. Now force. A physical quantity which tries to change the state of the body. Motion to rest, rest to motion. We need external thing. That external thing only force. A force nothing but a physical quantity which tries to change the state of body. This one only Newton student. Basic force, again I am repeating. This one not in order, your choice, right? Gravitational force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, electromagnetic force. Total four force. क्या करना? See, a force which a physical quantity which tries to change the state of the body. So total four forces there: gravitational force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, electromagnetic force. This is the force definition with different types. Can the coefficient of friction be greater than 1? You know, coefficient of friction always less than 1 only, student. Then one situation, coefficient of friction mu greater than 1 under one condition. Yes, mu greater than 1. Mu stands for frictional coefficient. When frictional coefficient greater than 1 means surface on smooth surface, otherwise surface heavily polished. Surface heavily polished. In heavily polished bodies, frictional coefficient greater than 1. That one special situation. So, can the coefficient of friction be greater than 1 means yes, mu greater than 1. In the case of heavily polished bodies. Next, why does the car with flattened tire stop sooner than the another one with inflated tires? This one very simple, student. Flattened tire is there, inflated tire is there. Why does the car with flattened tire stops sooner means due to more deformation force. This one single shortcut word. Why does the car means this one over now friction coefficient greater than 1. What the question number means? This is the 7th question, student. Stops sooner. It's than inflated. So with respect to that deformation only, student, just deformation more enough that word. A horse has to pull harder during the start of the motion than latter. You know, static friction is there, kinetic friction is there. Static friction, kinetic friction, middle gap, limiting friction. This is the question, that one. A horse has to pull harder during the start of motion means starting horse applies more force. What is the reason? When horse means the total cart coming from static to kinetic friction means middle of the gap limiting friction is there. That's why, student, we are writing this answer also in shortcut only. Right? Horse horse applies more force at because static friction is greater than friction. So static situation there. When starting to kinetic situation coming, automatically it applies more force. That's why static friction is greater than kinetic friction. What happens to the coefficient of friction if the weight of the body is double? You know, student, nothing will happen because F equals to mu into N. What happens to the coefficient of friction if the weight of the body is double? Weight of the body double means obviously frequently frictional force directly proportional to normal reaction. Here double means here also double there. That's why nothing will be happen by N, meaning no change. On increasing normal reaction, obviously friction also increases. Frictional force directly proportional to normal reaction, mu equals to F by N. Our question, when normal force increases by twice, automatically weight also increases means normal force. Normal force increases means frictional force also increases. How many times? Twice. 2 F by N, meaning no change. This is from laws of motion. So today I finished. One is the physical world, next one is the units and measurement, all VSQs. Next, motion in a plane. Last lesson, laws of motion. One more lesson left, student, that is system of particle rotation motion. Out of 10, from 10 VSQs, you are getting 10 VSQs. From that 10, you are getting 6 VSQs from 3 lessons. Special focus on that 3 lessons. Starting 3 lessons, what I explained. One is the kinetic theory, one is the thermal properties of matter, next one is the mechanical properties of fluids. The student will continue tomorrow.